it is time for a check-in of my 2018 goals that I set back in December of 2017. Now I will link that video down below and up in the eye up above, but we are going to dive into this. I've got my goals written down and we'll see how well I've done. Stick around to see if I am halfway through the year and halfway through achieving my goals. Hey y'all, it's Jen and welcome to my channel Ifers Inklings. This is my mid-year check-in for my 2018 goals to see how well I'm doing. It is middle of June right now, technically June 17th. So I should be about halfway through my goals. We'll see how I'm doing. In my video from back in December of 2017, which I will have linked, I had a group, 3 groups of 5 goals in different areas. So I'm just going to go in groups because it was broken down into 3 groups in that video, and I'm going to go in order. So the first group were my reading goals for 2018, and I had 5 of those. The first one was to read 125 books in 2018, and I can tell you that I'm a little bit behind on that. As of earlier today, on the 17th of June, I am 49 out of 125 books. I will finish my 50th book here in the next couple of days, if not tonight. But that is 39%, and according to Goodreads, I am 8 books behind. I'm not too worried about it. I have coming up 3 weeks at work that I am not going to have anything to do because I hope to be finished packing at work this week. So we'll see. My second goal was to read more of my own books, which were my TBR books from back here that I already had on my shelf in 2017, going into 2018. In early 2018, I actually set a goal to read 50 of these books, and so far I've read 14 of those. So I'm not doing real good on those either. My next goal was to complete the Read Harder Challenge. And the Read Harder Challenge has 24 different prompts on it, and I'm not doing too bad on it. I am 8 out of 24. My 50th book will complete my 9th one on that. There's a lot of graphic novels on it, so I should be able to knock this out pretty quick. My 4th reading goal was to do a year of Gaiman, and that was to read all of Neil Gaiman's published novels in 2018. I'm not doing so well on that. I have only read 2 so far of his 11 published novels. I did, however, actually add a year of Casey West and a year of VE/Victoria Schwab, and I'm doing a little bit better on those. I've actually read all of Casey West's published novels with the exception of the one that just came out a couple of weeks ago and her duology. Haven't read those 2 yet. But other than that, I've read all of her books. I've read 3 of VE/Victoria Schwab so far, and I'm fixing to work on her duology, This Savage Song and Our Dark Duet. And then number 5 reading goal was to add more poetry and works by older literary authors, that are considered more literary authors, and I'm achieving that. I think I've completed 4 published poetry collections, or I'm working on 2, and I finished 4 and I'm working on 2 other ones. Bukowski, I've got 2 of his poetry collections and they're just huge. So I'm slowly working my way through those. Older literary works I have read. I've attempted to read Faulkner. I DNF'd him. Toni Morrison, I DNF'd her too. I do have some T.C. Boyle and some Ernest Hemingway that I want to get to as well. So I'm not doing too bad on those. I need to pick up my pace and get some more reading done to get caught back up. But the month is still young. I could still read another 8 books in 2 weeks. The second group of goals was it was writing goals in the prompt, but I'm not a writer. I have no interest in being a writer. So my goals were more creative goals or other goals, and I took some liberties there. So my first one was to be more consistent, or continue to be consistent with posting my bullet journal videos, and I was doing really well, but I've fallen off a couple of months on that, so I need to get back on track with it. And I do plan to do a plan with me for July, and at least get caught up on my flip throughs of my other months. One was to be more consistent in posting on social medias, such as Instagram, Insta Stories, Twitter, and I did start a Snapchat recently. I am posting more consistently on Instagram. Absolutely, I post probably 2 or 3 times a day. Some personal stuff, some book related stuff. I am sporadic with my Insta Stories, and I'm just figuring out Snapchat. And I'm not as active on Twitter because I kind of go in spurts on that, but Twitter's kind of a little bit toxic for me. I try to avoid all kinds of news stuff, and it is very prevalent there, and so I just I've been staying away from that here lately because it's just been kind of negative, and I don't need that in my life right now. So my third creative goal was I wanted to get back into my photography, and I haven't even taken my camera out of the bag in 6 months. The fourth one was I wanted to blog more, specifically be more consistent with posting written reviews of the books I've read on my blog, on Goodreads, on Amazon, and you know, those kinds of sites, Books A Million, Barnes & Noble, whatever. More written reviews, and I've not done that either. Been pretty bad. And the fifth one was I wanted to open up an Etsy shop. My goal was to actually just have it opened in 2018. I haven't done that yet either. Haven't even started, so not doing so great there. The third batch of 5 goals is my Booktube goals. My first one was I wanted to continue to grow my channel, and it has grown continuously. It's slow growing, but it is growing, so I'm on track there. The second one was to find where I fit in the Booktube community, you know, kind of where my tribe was, find my tribe and fit in, and I still feel like I'm kind of on the outskirts of a couple of different of the communities, but I feel more at home now in both of those communities, and they're 2 different ones. So, but I think I'm kind of coming into my own, and the more I go, the more I feel like I'm gathering my tribe around me, if that makes any sense. The third goal was I wanted to actually post more book reviews because, you know, this is a book channel and we need to review books that we read. And I'm not doing so well on that, but I do have plans to do some more reviews. I've got a whole stack of books back here that you can't see that I've read, and I just need to sit down and review. So I should be putting out some book reviews here soon. 4 was stick to a consistent schedule. I did really well with that for a little while. I'm not doing so well with it right now, but my life is really chaotic right now, and I have a channel update, life update thing that I've posted that you can kind of see why. I will link it somewhere. And 5 was to post more original content, and I have done that. I've got 2 original book tags out there, so please do them. Please do these tags. Nobody seems to be doing them, but everybody was watching it and really commenting well on my tags, so I don't know. But I also have some other original content that I do. I do the 3 and 3, which I probably am not going to be doing anymore. And I have my Amazon First Reads, which is original content. And I also have my Battle of the Book Box, which July may be the last one of those. But I do have those right now. We'll have to see. So all in all, that goal I think is accomplished as well. So I'm not doing too bad on these goals. I feel like I'm in a pretty good spot. Some of these I know I'm not going to accomplish, and I could probably just mark some of these off, like especially in my other creative section there. But my reading and my booktube goals seem to be on track, and I am pleasantly surprised and pleased by that. So let me know how you're doing on your 2018 goals. So as always, if you've enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, I'd appreciate it if you did that subscribe button over there. And until next time, bye.